Shalom and good day all, this is the Healing29 back again for another anime review. For this anime review, I'll be covering Mob Psycho Season 1 plus Reigen, the OVA. So, moving into first things first, for Season 1, it centers around the character of Mob, who is a student of Salt Middle School, who also works alongside with Reigen, to which he does small jobs, small to big jobs, which involve things like exorcism, to eventually taking on other things that happen around the school. He also helps out with Reigen with a number of these jobs, and they go to a number of places. Plus, when his powers or Esper powers are made manifest, they affect him in a way in regards to sort of like connecting to his emotions and how he feels. So it's really nice when seeing that show in the story and also in the animation, and I really appreciate with the character. I'll now move into Mob Psycho Reigen, which is an OVA. And what Mob Psycho Reigen does is it's a bit of a huge recap of what happens throughout the past season. But on top of that, we also get to see this story from the point of view from Reigen, who is Mob or Shigeo's mentor. So in the Reigen OVA, we start off with Reigen wanting to now get a book written about him to sort of like get more people to get to know about his business, to his occupation. As he talks to Mob, he gets him to write up chapters for the story, and a number of these chapters throughout the story, we also get a lot of recap as to a lot of things that happened in Season 1 itself, from Mob's earlier jobs to encountering what would be called a type of Esper bully. From the Esper bully, we also move into an organization that's targeting Espers, to eventually another organization called Claw, and Claw ends up kidnapping a number of those Espers, along with kidnapping Mob or Shigeo's brother, Ritsu. So one thing you also learn with Reigen is that he likes to romanticize quite a bit in regards to his present storytelling as to what he's telling the audience. But as Mob goes throughout the book and getting it done, he also manages to go through getting his friends to help him finish up the book, which is really good, and I like seeing that happen in the story, because with this Mob Psycho Reigen, it's very a lot along the focus of what is from Reigen's point of view. When we move into towards the end of the story, it begins to focus back onto Reigen, but not the way he expects it. And we get a number of cast of characters that also help out Mob himself, who help to edit the book, and they eventually get the book completed and they hand it over to Reigen. And I must admit, the end was really, really unexpected, but it was a smashing ending. It was that hilarious, and I enjoyed it that much. I'll now move into the rating for both the first season and also the Reigen OVA. For the main characters, I gave a 7.5 out of 10. For the supporting characters, I gave a 7.5 out of 10. For the animation, I really enjoyed it a lot, to which I gave it a 7.5 out of 10. And for the overall stories between both, I gave an 8 out of 10. Until then, let's keep it colourful and have yourself an awesome day.